Do I really want business interruption insurance? The vast majority could never consider starting a business, without first buying property insurance, to take care of the expense, to fix or supplant a structure, or gear that has been harmed. In any case, an excessive number of business proprietors neglect to contemplate how they would keep their business above water, assuming that they had to close for a brief time. Business pay, interruption, inclusion, otherwise called business pay inclusion, BPI, can assist with working costs during the time of rebuilding, and incorporates 1. Loss total compensation, in light of monetary records. 2. Home loan, lease and rent installments. 3. Advance installments. 4. Charges. 5. Worker finance. Business proprietors ought to ensure as far as possible are adequate to cover their organization for in excess of a couple of days. After a significant debacle, it can require more investment than many individuals acknowledge to ready to get it done. Business pay inclusion probably has a rebuilding period. This is the time frame that a strategy will help pay for lost pay, and additional costs while the business is being reestablished. Regularly, there's a 48 to 72 hour holding up period before the time of rebuilding kicks in. The standard property strategy restricts the business pay rebuilding period to 30 days, yet this period can be reached out to 360 days by endorsement. A business proprietor strategy, BUP, frequently joins property, obligation and business pay, interruption, inclusions for little to moderate size businesses. Inclusion bought as a bundle is for the most part more affordable than if bought through discrete insurance approaches, and can assist with guaranteeing appropriate basic cutoff points are set up. Regularly, organizations with 100 representatives or less and incomes of up to about $5 million or less are possibility for a BOP. A few kinds of businesses, like eateries, might be ineligible for a BOP due to the particular dangers intrinsic in the business, and may have to think about purchasing the singular inclusions independently. A support or rider can be added to a business property insurance strategy that will stretch out the arrangement's inclusion to business pay, interruption, misfortunes. Business pay, interruption, insurance doesn't cover broken things coming about because of a covered occasion or misfortune. Flood or tremor harm, which are covered by a different strategy. Undocumented pay that is not recorded on your business monetary records. Utilities. Infections. How much business pay, interruption, insurance inclusion is required? A decent guideline is to utilize a business net income, and projections to appraise future benefits, and decide the perfect proportion of inclusion. Keep in mind, if business pay, interruption, costs surpass as far as possible picked, the business proprietor should pay cash based for any additional costs. What amount carries on with work pay, interruption, insurance cost? It relies upon various elements, including your industry, number of representatives, measure of inclusion, earlier cases insight. The cost of the strategy can likewise differ contingent upon your area. For instance, on the off chance that the business is in a space with a higher gamble of storms, the expense of business pay, interruption, insurance might increment. An eatery could have higher expenses than a land office, for instance, on account of the more serious gamble of fire. Likewise, a land organization can all the more effectively work out of another area. Grasping the restrictions of business pay, interruption, inclusion. While business pay, interruption, insurance, can assist a business with enduring a debacle, there are constraints in special cases for this sort of inclusion. On the off chance that the property insurance doesn't cover flood harm, the business proprietor can't get business pay, interruption, insurance, assuming the organization is dislodged as a result of a flood. There are additionally time limits on business pay, interruption, inclusion, so business proprietors ought to make certain to examine restrictions and exemptions with their guarantor or insurance proficient. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you on the next video.